Speaking of which, Theo is my personal favorite character in the show. She is very complex, and I'm a sucker for complex characters. She's definitely closed off and afraid to let people in, even physically touch them. She pushes Trish away, who seems like a very nice person and a good fit for her. And we, as an audience, are a bit put off by that at first because we don't know the full story. Once we do, we completely understand why she acts this way. She is quite literally someone who feels too much and is so afraid of feeling other people's pain and sorrow. It's an amazing but horrifying power. They set up the gloves thing very well. Another element that we're like, why is she doing that? It's very strange, seems very strange at first. Of course, as we realize what her power is, boy, do we feel stupid for judging her. I mentioned how every character has at least one, usually multiple, really interesting subplots that serve to flesh out their characters further. Hers is one of my favorite. When she goes to the house and she lays on the couch and realizes what this guy has been doing to these kids, and then she outs him and he admits to it right away. That was a very interesting subplot that, if it was in lesser hands, could have felt forced or tacked on or unnecessary, but it was a great inclusion in this show and was a great sequence for her character. Incredibly traumatizing for her. It's certainly an important action that she did, outing this guy, getting him arrested, but she doesn't like doing it because it makes her feel horrible. It traumatizes her, and you can see it on her face while she is feeling what happened to these kids. Her whole monologue explaining to Shirley what happened with Kevin, how she was numb and couldn't feel anything anymore and was so desperate to feel something, and that she was glad that she did it because she finally was able to feel again, is one of my favorite moments, possibly my favorite moment in the entire show, and another reason why she is my favorite character. The reveal that she felt nothing when touching Nell was fantastic and incredibly heartbreaking, because at the time we assumed that she felt something absolutely horrifying. She felt Nell's death, and that's what made her react like that. But no, it was the fact that she felt nothing. That was a fantastic reveal that made us further understand why she does what she does. Of the actors that play the siblings at either age, McKenna Grace was the one who by far and away I was the most familiar with, and she is certainly fantastic as the kid version of this character, portraying all the complexities of her being very closed off and afraid to touch anyone physically, but clearly cares about her siblings and has their backs. She defends them from their parents when they get blamed for something they didn't do. She felt really, really bad when Luke got stuck in the basement, and when she loses Nell, when Nell disappears. Her first figuring out that she has the ability that she has to feel or sense things made for a really nice moment, a really nice conversation with her mother, who shared that same ability. I had never heard of Kate Siegel before this, and now she is literally one of my favorite actors. Obviously, she plays the adult version of Theo. She's married to Mike Flanagan. She's in a bunch of his stuff, and I can't wait to see more of her as I explore more of his projects. But she is phenomenal at conveying all of these complex emotions perfectly that this character is constantly going through, making you feel for someone despite the fact that they are outwardly acting a little bit standoffish and maybe even mean at times. You know what's going on the inside, especially by the end of the show when she fully reveals everything.